I'm Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
Maggie Mae is riding right here with us.
She is.
Join us as we follow the moon. Today we are going to take you across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and Tunnel. And we are actually parked along the road, just getting ready to go over the bridge. We want to take you along with us. This is one of the largest spans of bridge and tunnel anywhere. We'll tell you a little bit more about it as we cross, but sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.
Thanks.
Now, if you look at the map, Interstate 64, the other little bridges over there are dwarfed in comparison by the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and Tunnel. And that is just where you start to see the bridge and then it disappears, and there's a reason for it. This is a 17.6 mile system that goes across the Chesapeake Bay, and it was originally opened in April of 1964, and it was immediately made one of the 7 man-made wonders of the world. And in 1965 it was distinguished as an outstanding civil engineering achievement. It is a toll bridge. It is $14 for cars or RVs in the off-season, $18 during the peak season. Not inexpensive, but as you go across this, you'll understand why.
And you only pay going one way, right?
That's correct. Yeah, we went down, turned around, and came back. Now the bridge and tunnels are actually made up of 4 man-made islands, 1 natural island, 3 bridges, 2 tunnels, and all of this raised causeway. So we've got this sped up to 2 times normal speed. They say normally allow about 25 minutes to completely cross it. The bridges and causeways are 4-lane. The tunnels are 2-lane. There's a 13-foot 6-inch height on those tunnels. They are completing a new tunnel running parallel to the first one that will come across here, and that will make 4 lanes going through that section, and then they will be working on another parallel tunnel to the other existing tunnel. So hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, when everything is completed, it'll be 4 lanes all the way across. As it was, there was no holdup on it. This is off-peak season, but traffic was not real heavy out here on this.
And it was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day. It turned windy and gusty the next day, and they did have it closed because of the wind gusts for a period of time. So if you are going to be traveling over the CBBT, make sure that you are checking the wind forecasts, because that could change your plans. If you can't use this bridge, it's an additional 95 miles to go around it. Now you'll see some construction signs here. That's because they were doing the work on the second parallel tunnel. The first tunnel that you come across here, the Thimble Shoal Channel Tunnel. We want you to see the height of this tunnel. It's listed at 13.6, and we have a semi coming towards us here. Take a look at how much room he has. And when you're driving through there, it looks even closer. Now we're in the car as we go through this, but when you're looking up at those semis, it looks like they're scraping the ceiling. The tunnels are each a mile long. They seem like they are longer than a mile long.
And I don't think I lost internet going through there either.
No, I don't know if they have repeaters down in there or what the situation is, but it seemed like we had cellular all the way through. Now we're out of the first tunnel. There is a fishing pier on that first island that you come to where the tunnel goes down. It is closed right now because of the construction that's going on, but they do have emergency pull-offs scattered throughout the system.
Yeah.
So if you do have to get yourself off the road, there are some places that you can do it. They're not real large, but we'd have enough room for the motorhome if we were pulling a car to get into one with no problem. This span of the bridge also seems a little bit different because you go here for several miles and then the bridge curves, which is kind of a different feeling too.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of big curves on a bridge. There's one of the pull-offs. It's interesting, they list this as a major traffic thoroughfare, but it's also listed as a tourist attraction. And I have to think there's a lot of people that do what we did and go across it to go across it.
Yes.
It is really, really amazing.
It would have been cool to be able to set up high
Yeah.
and see the water and all, because you got the sides of the bridge to protect you.
Now the second tunnel, the Chesapeake Channel Tunnel, this is the one that will have a sister tunnel completed later on, probably in the next 5 to 10 years. The first tunnel is going to be completed in 2024. So at that point, this will be the only 2-lane section of the tunnel and bridge system. I have to say, it was all good road. There was none of it that was choppy, potholed, anything that way. So it does appear that it's very well maintained.
I would be a little nervous if it wasn't.
Yeah. Now, after you come out of that second tunnel, you'll go a short ways and there'll be a tall bridge. Between the two tunnels and the bridges, they're giving, I believe, about 4 different waterways for the naval vessels to pass through there. And there's a lot of large cargo ships.
Mm-hmm.
We saw one going through that was full of shipping containers.
The sky is interesting.
They actually estimate that there's been 115 million commercial and passenger vehicles that have went through this system since it first opened in 1964. Now the new tunnel that is supposed to be completed in 2024 actually started construction on that in 1995.
Oh, wow.
It's quite a project. I would love to know a little bit more about how they make a tunnel under the water.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, do keep in mind this was sped up to 200%. So this is going by twice as quickly as what it actually does. Now here you'll see the raised bridge coming up. Now this area, we're actually on Fisherman's Island, and this is a protected nature habitat. And basically the road just comes into the corner of the island, makes a left-hand curve, and goes off on one final bridge. This is Route 13. It does get called the Route 13 Bridge. It does get called the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. And the locals all call it the CBBT. In fact, you'll see that on their road signs. As we're nearing the end of this, we want to thank you for coming along with us on this. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, leave us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so and ring that notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thanks for watching today.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
And be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when new videos come out.
Don't forget to follow us on social media too.